This is Mark Dell with Android Spin, and this review is for Flight Control by Namco and Firemint. Some jaded individuals might refer to Flight Control as a poor man's Kennedy approach. There's a good chance these people are crazy. Flight Control might be one of the most stressful casual games that I've ever experienced. Trying to deal with the relentless waves of oncoming flights by guiding them to their landing areas might not sound too bad, but when the pace begins to ramp up, it becomes like playing a fast game of Tetris, where there's no way of winning, just different degrees of losing. The simplicity of the controls is one of Flight Control's best features. From your overhead view, you need only trace a path from the aircraft to the runway strips. The difficulty comes from keeping the aircraft at a distance from each other, and different types of aircraft move at different speeds and need to get to different strips. The game comes with a handful of levels that each bring their own set of challenges. One level has runways that occasionally shut down and you'll have to divert traffic. Another has aircraft coming in to land that you'll have no control over. As I said before, there is no winning in Flight Control, so you just continue landing planes until there is a collision, in an attempt to beat your previous score for the selected level. With all the levels unlocked at the get-go, some might find it hard to bring themselves back to the game as there's no rankings on the levels. So you manage to land 50 planes, but you'll have no idea how comparatively well you did. There are achievements to be unlocked, although these aren't linked to a network such as OpenFate or ScoreLoop, so the act of earning the achievements does feel hollow, but it does give you something additional to shoot for. The level of presentation for Flight Control is kept to a reasonably high standard, but it does suffer from a handful of issues. The game is accompanied by some smooth jazz that begins at the title screen and then continues playing on into the game, but then becomes strangely absent rather than looping, leaving the clips and beeps of the interface unaccompanied. Visually, the game has a clean art style, with planes that are big, easy to see and control, even when the sky gets crowded. One niggle I have with the app's behaviour is that pressing the home button only puts the app on pause rather than saving your progress in a level. This is a problem as your score is only recorded once you get a game over, so should you choose to go back to the main menu, or the paused app should be closed, your progress will be lost. Lack of progress saving is hardly an uncommon occurrence in games. However, Bejeweled 2, which we reviewed last week, does a great job of saving, and we should expect as much, especially from these larger developers. It's hard to argue with success, and Flight Control has proven to be one of the best-selling games on iOS, and it's even shown up on portable and home video game systems. But those who need some additional goals set to them beyond beating a high score over a small set of levels might not see the game's appeal.